Bringing us the shortest hard counter fail in the GSL Code S. He is.
Samsung Galaxy Consoler. 강민수.
I find myself actually with this kind of nervous energy of excitement after watching that. I'm like, wow, I've really never gotten to commentate or see a game quite like that. And I almost wish we had 1 minute 55 games
here,
every now and then.
Showing us that you can win with that, apparently, in Code S.
김영진.
Because that was like way cooler than like a 6-pool, you know? Like, because 6-pool gets in, you kills the probes, and you're like, all right, yeah, but I don't know. There's just, I'm kind of just in a good mood after that game.
I was tickled by that. I almost wish it would have gone on for a little bit longer, just the workers fighting.
What, like 2 minutes and 10 seconds?
Yeah.
Yeah, not the 155.
212, a little bit better. Yeah.
Well, maybe that would have been more Zerg favored. Who knows?
Could be.
I think he needed to end it. I think he needed to end that by 2 minutes flat, or he was done, and he knew it. Sick game.
As you can see, these guys apparently so
Imagine
far,
trying to make a highlight reel of that. It's not long enough. The whole game that we saw wasn't long enough.
Your highlight reel would be like 13 seconds.
Yeah. The goal. This is where it goes.
I already felt weird even introing the next game after that. I'm like, I just did this.
Yeah. It's deja vu.
All right, well, here's the spawning pool. And they're both sharing the bottom. Terran going to go for that Reaper Scout.
That gets a really quick gas here, so you have speed rather quickly. And I wonder if SuperNova is going to go ahead and grab a siege tank this time as well. I'm kind of interested in that.
Yeah.
Thing is, the way you take third in this map, the one siege tank is not going to be as useful, whereas on the other map it could kind of guard your third as well as your ramp, which of course your natural's behind, so not as effective on this map. But I'm kind of wondering what his mindset is as far as taking quick thirds against these somewhat quicker gas builds, which could get aggressive.
Here comes that CC in a second. The SCV just coming in here and spotting that the pool's done. You know, as we've seen in a lot of TVZs, usually this is a dance both players do perfectly where nobody loses a drone and the Reaper eventually is forced out and then the game normalizes. But let's see if anything crazy happens here. He does have an SCV with this.
It was actually like, I really like DRG for smart. Ooh! No. Almost.
Ling's going to drive out that Reaper, and that's exactly what we're talking about.
I like how the SCV stayed extra long and helped.
Yeah, it was pretty smart. So the Reaper is going to get out.
Oh, it doesn't quite kill the Ling.
And the game goes on. We have the factory being made by the barracks with the reactor. He wants to swap out the factory with that reactor there, or attach the two of them, I should say. Start making Hellions. Have the Reapers and Hellions come out here.
Yeah, I think we'll see another command center started up probably really in just a second here from SuperNova. And you know what? It's kind of like game one, except he didn't have a terrible start, right? Like, you just see the Reapers in his main, and there you go. He's going to that third command. So it's quite a similar game.
If there's a game I think SuperNova can win out of this best of three so far, this should be it. I actually thought he was gonna. I thought SuperNova was gonna auto lose there when the drones were coming, but
well, he just did the perfect
micro
thing.
trick, yeah.
Yeah. And look, he is getting that tech lab for the siege tank as well. So this is the type of macro play that SuperNova actually wants to play, and we're going to see it similar to last game, except without the hiccups early on. So I'm really excited, especially the map is a bit smaller, and especially since they're both on the bottom, it's a bit smaller. So will SuperNova be able to do it this time? This is going to tell us a lot about the quality of SuperNova's play.
Reapers have now backed up here. The barracks is or bunker, I should say, is nearly finished. And Zerg takes his third hatch there.
Ooh, he placed it wrong at first.
That's annoying. It's actually a lot of money to lose.
It is.
You cancel that.
75?
Mm-hmm. It's very frustrating.
All right, so siege tank going to be popping out. And, uh-oh, is that an armory tasteless?
Is someone going mech?
Is someone going?
Loves mech so much.
That's right.
Mech and turtles and hiding inside of walls.
Hiding inside of walls.
Behind walls and stuff.
I heard that it is the most cost-efficient unit composition.
I've heard the damage output is higher than any other unit composition. No, I mean, he is going to go mech, man.
Yeah. It's very exciting stuff, unless he's going for a Hellbat drop. No, he's grabbing 2 more gases. That's mech.
Yeah, this is just straight up mech.
Yeah, pretty great.
Might not be bad in these spots, actually, when they're both at the bottom like this.
We'll see.
Oh, he's getting Banshee Cloak now.
Yep. May as well get some Banshee harassment going.
Keeping pressure on the Zerg.
Look at that. He does set up the Siege Tank to guard that third base somewhat. Thing is, nothing here is really different from what we saw in Game 1. So,
by the way, we did see great mech from SuperNova previously.
Yeah, he's very good at it. You know, quite a few players that we think more of as bio players still can play a very solid mech.
This is one of the things about Terran. Oh, hold on a second. We have the attack happening up here. Drone's going back now. And actually, I gotta say, SuperNova's controlling this very, very well.
Yeah, he's doing a fantastic job. He's not lost anything here, just hit points. And definitely done some damage. Look at this, 6 workers killed. And overall, 17 units killed. Really nice.
Yeah.
And now
he's not even finished.
Look at that flank, Tasis.
I'm looking at it. I was gonna say, this is one of the things about Terran that's really cool is there's like, it's almost like in a fighting game where the guy has like 2 stances or something.
Okay.
You know? Like,
yeah.
Like Gen and Street Fighter 4.
Yeah, and there's always one stance that is more cost efficient than the other stance.
Yeah, the other one is a mech stance. So this is the cool thing about Terran is there's like 2 different ways to play the matchup where you have the different unit compositions there.
Well, I guess the true is the same is true for Zerg. You can't go for like a Roach Hydra type of style. So, anyways, he's dealing quite a bit of damage. Really, 15 drones killed now. He doesn't really care about these Hellions or Reapers that much, you know. He's just doing what he can with them while he makes more powerful units.
They're not going to transition into the later game here. It's much more important that they get some drones here, and they're coming up now. We have a lot of drones. They could get targeted down. Already some more drone kills occurring.
Yeah, kind of messes up going through there, but you know what? He did a good amount of damage. He sees the Spire on the way. 10 kills on that Banshee. Whoa! It's really good.
SuperNova might just have done enough damage to do.
Yeah.
He might not even have to mass up into a really high number of mech units before attacking. He might just be able to do a really quick timing here.
Yeah, he might.
If he gets
very
enough
true.
kills off here, and the kills are not stopping, mind you.
You know what? I think you're right. Actually, I think that he should actually end up doing a follow-up timing, an actual quick attack, like before hive units are out, probably. But let's wait and see because we do have mutas on the way, and mutas can definitely slow you down. They force Thors and whatnot. And when you start forcing Thors, if you can get into some Roaches and stuff, it's like hard for Terran to actually get the right comp to be able to move out. And he is getting that ranged attack, so it looks like it will go from Muta into Roach, most likely. Could be Swarm Host, though.
Muta's darting forward here. They're actually going to hear right before these turrets are finished. But in the nick of time, they do manage to get out here. Oh, you really don't want to lose that Raven. That's got to be very frustrating right there.
It is, yeah.
That's a lot of gas.
That's painful.
Yeah.
And he actually is getting the Infestation Pit, so probably going to be seeing Swarm Host come up here very quickly. What do you say,
Well, the question, no, I think you're correct. It's probably the best move here, too, with this many Thors being made.
Yeah, it's
going to be very tough for him to get across the map. I think he needs to make an attack probably pretty quickly here. He has certainly a large number of Hellbats.
Yeah, like if you use a Hellbat Thor timing attack, maybe he can get something done.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Because he has Banshees in there too, which have a lot of damage output. But I don't know that he's actually going to move out. I mean, he might. Like his supply is looking really solid right now. Thing is, if you lose your early mech army, you're done.
Yeah.
All right, Swarm Host on the way.
He's still sitting back and waiting. He's at actually supply ahead of his opponent, but the Swarm Hosts are going to be a serious problem here. That's a lot of damage to not the most nimble unit comp that you could have here. 5 Swarm Hosts about to hatch.
But you know, he's already getting those Ravens, which are how you end up countering those in the long term. A lot of Hellbats out, so those can help tank and kill off Locusts. Muta's just continuing to fly around. Really nice creep spread so far by Solar.
You gotta be careful actually with your barracks in these moments. I think he probably has all the factories he needs up, but if you can lose that barracks early on, the Mutas when you're trying to get that factory explosion, it can be quite annoying.
Looks like he will save it, as long as he sends an SCV to repair.
And that push is coming out now. Terran with a nearly 170 supply push against the 151 Zerg army. Mind you, the Swarm Hosts are going to be integral in actually holding this. If in fact they do hold this, there's a lot of damage output here.
Yeah, there certainly is. This is quite a scary army. You know, those 3 Banshees and everything going to help out a lot as well. But he does see those Locusts, and he knows now that if he doesn't kill them now, the game is going to go super long.
And so push forward he continues to do.
Those lanes, ooh, that's a lot of damage, Tasteless. All those SCVs gone from that third base.
And there are the Locusts now. Now also note, with the Zerg expanding out like this, it's hard for the Terran to actually stamp out all the bases. He probably should. Okay, he's doing it. I was going to say he needs to go up into the main. Oh my God.
Wow.
He got there just a little bit too soon for the Zerg to actually have the right response to this.
Yeah,
and if he just gets up here into the main, he wins.
Well, he's going to come in Magic Box with these mutas, so he may be able to kill them off, but that's a lot of SCVs repairing.
Yeah.
That is a lot.
Let's see, though.
Thing is, even if he ends up killing this off with the mutas, the amount of damage done is pretty ridiculous.
Oh, see, targeted the other Thor instead. Well, he did get rid of that hatch, though.
Yeah, he's just targeting hatches at this point. And this will eventually be cleaned up, but like, how many hatches are you gonna have left?
Yeah, how
2
many drones are going to be killed? Well, he's got that one at his expansion as well, at his third base.
Oh, okay, yeah. But
I don't blame him for not taking that one out, because that had to, he had to get up here into the main very quickly.
Just silly amounts of damage being done. In fact, rallying over units that don't hit up. And just right-clicking on hatches at this point, I guess. It's really solid play here from SuperNova, both in games 2 and 3.
Yeah. Looks like the hatch is not going to get picked off.
Ooh, that's a little bit
painful.
painful.
In here. Yeah, that's a bit annoying. 48 drones
And he actually
out.
never did get the one in the main.
Yeah.
But,
well,
he actually, the thing is, he lost all his SCVs at his third and didn't replace them.
If he just gets proper anti-air, I think he pushes out here. I mean, that's why he's getting the Vikings here. The Vikings are not great anti-air, but there's something to do more damage to the mutas. If you get some Vikings, a few Thors here, I think he could be in okay shape. Probably bring SCVs again.
Even though it felt like he was dealing ridiculous damage, the fact he didn't kill this hatch, or this hatch,
or the Spire, or any of these techie.
Did he not get the Spire? I thought he got the Spire. The Spire was at the natural.
Isn't the Spire... Was it at the natural?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Then he did get the Spire.
Yeah.
I thought it was underneath the Overlords in the main.
So I guess that keeps the Mutalist count down some, but the fact that the Zergling counter kill off SCVs at his third base, like, his economy is not good. It's not good at all. Like, the Zerg economy actually is just as good at the moment, and one of these players has mules, and it's not the Zerg.
Okay, we don't know the story with these Hellbats. He knew about that expansion beforehand, right?
I believe he knew it was there.
He had to have known that was there.
I think so.
Oh, we're going to have another push here from Terran.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we're going to see a push for a little bit. I don't think his army is quite up to the task yet, but he's making a couple Hellions, so with those Hellions at least, they're a little bit quicker. Maybe they can run around, because see what he's trying to do here is just run up to random places and kill off drones and force gross situations, and it's keeping the mutas at home. But maybe with some Hellions he can get in and harass that economy a bit more.
All right, we have the 7 swarm hosts out now total. Here to try to put some pressure on the Terran. Terran still just turtled up on 3 bases, rebuilding his army pretty quickly. Again, Terran here with the supply lead. Normally we have it the opposite. Normally the Zerg's almost always ahead in the supply lead, and Terran eventually matches that and starts to push out while the Zerg's trying to counterattack, stuff like that. But in this case, it looks like Terran's got a pretty formidable army that's now unsieged and mobilized here in what's soon to be the middle of the map.
All right, we'll see what he can get done with it. Definitely has enough anti-air to deal with everything, but the Locusts are going to be the harder part. Like this, he pulls back a little bit here into behind that cover.
He's getting closer. He's brought SCVs, so keep in mind, those are workers that are not mining. A nice scan there to shoot down. Well, he actually was to spot those swarm hosts if he could see them. Swarm hosts are not backing up, but that's a sizable number of swarm hosts, Artosis. I mean, that's nothing to scoff at.
No, certainly not. And he does have 5 more about to pop out. Now, in the meantime, we do have Lings trying to go down and do some damage into the third base of SuperNova once again. The mutas are actually going to join up. So even though he's over here sieging up this base, his third is not going to be mining again.
Okay, well, he will at least get the stat rate. And again, if he can push into the main, I think a turtled out Terran just playing really scrappy can win this.
Yeah, he still has his shots to win this game, but this is getting a little bit scary, I think. I think Solar's doing the right thing, right? His bases are way spread out. It's hard for this immobile army to do much. His counter harassment is fantastic. That's really what's kept him in this game. The third base is not even landed.
Oh, is he able to get any of these swarm hosts here? Takes down 1. Meanwhile, Hellbat's here causing problems over there at the fourth base.
That could be a lot of problems.
He gets these drones. Oh my god.
Yeah, the Blue Flame Hellions kill drones pretty darn quickly.
Abundantly enough, that ramp there is allowing the splash damage for the tanks to kill way more locusts at once than we would normally expect.
And SuperNova, well, he's crushing this economy, but again, he's only on 2 base. Because that siege tank.
He just needs to get these swarm hosts. If he gets a swarm host, then
look at the supply for Zerg, how red it is right now.
Yeah.
He's got only 10 overlords at the moment.
Every drone that he loses is a nightmare. I mean, he's just so down.
Both these guys just have no economy at the moment.
This is actually a great game.
Yeah, this is a great series. Maybe not game 1, but game 2 and 3, 2 of my favorites. Especially game 2.
It looks like he's not interested in pushing up onto the high ground. He's just confident he has enough splash that he could kill out these locusts before they do too much damage down here.
Isn't this really a 1-base Zerg
Oh my
now?
god, oh my god.
Ouch.
I think this is a Zerg that can't mine money. Look.
Yeah, what is he getting here? It's getting nothing. He's stuck in his main base. 2 Hellbats dismantled the other 2 bases.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy.
Mutas are the only other thing he has besides these swarm hosts.
He has 57 minerals. Like he can make like 1 drone at these bases up there.
Well, actually, he can't because he's supply block.
Yeah, that's true. He can't even afford the overlords. Look at this. He's incrementing out 1 overlord as each 100 minerals come in. Wow. This has been a really weird game.
I actually really enjoy this series.
Look at that sick APM. 60 on SuperNova.
Well, he might try to land over there again. Terran almost completely dried up in resources now.
Yeah, this is, well, even if he's dried up in resources, right, his army's pretty much better. It's going to hit this base. This is like kind of the end of the drones, but you know what? Does have a couple swarm hosts here.
I think just barely the Terran wins here. I think SuperNova's got this.
I believe so.
This army over here with the swarm hosts now sending out the locusts, they are slowly doing damage to this Terran blockade here that's at the bottom of that ramp. But in the meanwhile, Terran is securing another base and actually starting to shut down everything else on the map for Zerg. I mean, pretty soon it's just going to be the Zerg's main with swarm hosts at it.
And the main base is gonna basically bleed out. There's no creep there. Well, I guess it basically already has. He's just got the 2 geysers as well as a spore crawler.
Can't believe SuperNova's going to win this. This is so wild.
Yeah, this is a very weird one, but
so
very
there's no
fun.
hatch now for Zerg. There it is, GG.
Wow.
Cool series. SuperNova has to be feeling pretty good about that.
Yeah,
wow.
It was a weird one, man, but I really enjoyed it. And he is going on to that winner's match. Maybe his TVP is unstoppable. Who knows?
We'll have to see. Solar, I think, has a lot of emotions going on inside right now because this was game number 1. He kicked ass. He even read what build SuperNova's going to do. Game 2 was actually just hilarious.
Yeah. Can you even be mad at yourself for that?
Well, I think you can be if you lose game number 3, which he did, which was a base trade scenario.
Yeah,
so
it was a weird one, but Solar pulled himself into that when really he took so much damage early on. It seemed like he was going to have no chance, but he did a good job fighting back.
Yeah. Well, the good news is after the short break, we're going to be going on to an awesome PvT here with Parting up against SuperNova, so don't go too far away. We'll be right back.